Thank you to Factor for sponsoring this portion of this weekly vlog. Eat stress-free this spring with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie, which y'all know is the one that we got. Factor has so many nutritious options to keep my fridge stocked with amazing choices for quick meals during my busy work weeks. Factor meals eliminate the hassle of prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Simply heat and savor the good stuff. Factor is actually now owned by HelloFresh, which is super amazing because you already know that is a staple in this household, and now we get to try even wider array of meals by incorporating Factor into our week as well. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code oliviareads50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your month of orders. That's code oliviareads50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month of orders. Thank you to Factor for sponsoring this vlog. Good morning. Good morning and happy Monday. That is the day that it is, yes. I have my lash appointment in 30 minutes, so I am getting ready for that. Although I am feeling, that's why I'm not at work. It's not up here. It's in the tummy area, let's just say that. We're not that close. I don't need to tell you all the happenings inside, but let your mind wander. Oh, there it is. Yes, that's what's wrong with me. Thank you. Thank you for getting there before I had to get you there. All right. So we're gonna go do this really quick, and hopefully I can manage. And then I will come home, and I have to watch back my freaking vlog, and I don't want to do that. I can't even explain to you how badly I don't want to do that. Because it's 2 hours and 16 minutes, and I already lived it. That's the thing. I'm not watching anything new. I already did these things. But I'll do it. And it's gonna be great. And if not, at least it's gonna be done. Okay, amen. But aside from that, I am about to finish What the River Knows, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So that is fun. I'm so sorry. Did you think you didn't have to, work with me? Your shoes, get a grip. What's the temperature outside? 49 degrees. Super. Anyways, I am gonna see. After I was going to do my walking pad and watch the video back, but now I'm kind of like, maybe for the safety of the people, I won't. By people, I just mean me. Because I'll tell you what, my tummy is tummying. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna hang out. These are not my pantaloons. I'm gonna hang out, finish editing that, and then we will back it up. Then I will keep reading and finish What the River Knows. And that will be good. And that will be fun. And that will be fresh. Right, buddy? Yeah. He's like, yeah. Man, you stink. You are a stinky boy. But anyways, I'm really, really liking What the River Knows by the freaking way. It is so good. So fun. So fresh. I'm not going with that one. But for now, I need to go. So, let us go. Hello, let's get ready to rumble. Let's see if I'm gonna be late. My tummy is hurting. Wow, good stuff. I'm not gonna be late. Woo! Okay, so lashes are updated. That was a struggle for my little tummy. But what's gonna really help? A coffee, because I'm getting a headache. So we're just gonna get a half calf, no sugar. We're just gonna see how that goes, and then I'm gonna go home to edit this video, because that is like my one thing. That and finish What the River Knows. Those are my two things I gotta get done today, no matter how I feel. They gotta get done. We've got the coffee. We've got the Rise and Shine cold pressed juice from Whole Foods. This expletive-ing good. Then we have this Brussels sprout lemon spaghetti my partner just made. Beautiful. Love it. Then we have my big dumb face. I'm only 26 minutes in to 2 hours and 15 minutes. And unfortunately, I think that there's no way this is going to be under 2 hours. I really do try not to do so many 2-hour ones in a row. I mean, I was going to say because I would be overwhelmed, but no, I wouldn't. I would just have content set. When my girl McKenna Walker puts out her 3-hour to 4-hour vlogs, I'm set for the week. Like, I just divide that up by 7 days, and then the day I finish, another one's there. Oh, it's right there for me. So, hopefully that's the vibe we're creating, but if we're not, sorry. Oh, last but not least, I got a new cover for my Hobonichi. I like this one so much more. Low-key looks like a Bible. It's not. I mean, it is. It's my Bible of, like, my life, and it keeps me organized. But, Katya, speaking of religion, anyways, I love this. I think it's so pretty. It looks so nice. Oh my god. But let me shut up. How about that? Also, why am I in the mood to read some horror? I was watching Brie from Locked Booktition. I will link her down below. If y'all have taste, you already know who she is. I started reading Nana by Brandon Massey because of her, and it scared me. I have never paused a book from fear, but I did with that one. It made me viscerally uncomfortable and fearful of going to the bathroom at night, which is something I do a lot because I have a tiny bladder. But I'm in the mood. And I'm only saying that because these are my 2 horror shelves. That's why this has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I just don't want to be facing the camera right now. That's it. Anyways, let me go back to, like, shutting up. Hello, it's your boy, back again. I am only a few minutes difference in the editing. It's gonna be a saga, y'all. Hello? Thank you. I was inspired by, her name is Beth. I will link her down below. It's my birthday. Every day. My birthday makes me sad. Why would you act like that every day? What am I looking for? So, yes, Beth has inspired me. She has a series on her channel called Book Ultimatum. And I want to make one of them. So it's probably just going to be not as cute. I'm going to just call it Read It or Unhaul It. Read it or get rid of it. But I have this leftover thing. I think we had rice in here, but we don't now. So it's going to be that. And I have all of these little guys from making my TBR jar with the prompts. So while I am watching this godly, awful long vlog to edit, I am going to be putting in all these books. And then that way we can really start to like finish reading the books that I own as well as library books. So like I'm thinking how I could do this is every month I'll have my 2, what is it called? Book club books. And then I can have a few books I want to read, so that's 5. And then those will probably be library books or KU books. We'll add another one. And then 3 more. My average is 9 books a month. But once I'm not working full time, these couple months, it will be, I can read more. So then we could add 3 more for like, what's that? A vlog of a Read It or Unhaul It vlog. That way there's an extra reading vlog happening semi-regularly. I'm not promising how regularly. And I can actually read these books and then I can unhaul them. Because I have so many that I have not read. So, yes, that is my plan now. Unfortunately, my stomach is feeling better, so I have to go to work tomorrow. So we're hanging out, we're chilling, we're reading. We got the tiniest bean you've ever seen. Got Jakers. Got my book. I have Aaron, Steph, and Monte on some Patreon sprints I'm listening to, discussing if epic fantasy is epically gone. And I'm gonna go get my Stanley snack pack thing. Because yes, I bought that. And no, I don't regret it. Thank you so much for asking. To clarify, this is what it is. Isn't that so cute? I literally don't care. Like, this is... I love life. Y'all are resting on my toaster, so hopefully I don't rest in peace soon, because it electrocutes me trying to touch my camera. Hi. These are my 2 favorite popcorns right now. Himalayan pink salt, and then this one, cinnamon sugar. So we're gonna have a little bit of both, because I can do that, and who's gonna stop me? Not you. Would have been me, but not me anymore because we're past that. Let me just stir my coffee with my eyes. Beautiful, beautiful. Hey y'all. What's up, Stank? I keep saying that mailman on my Instagram reels. He's just so happy. Let's talk about what's going on. So I am going to be starting A Tempest of Tea, but the not for me book, because I'm very excited to read A Tempest of Tea, but the book that is not for a book club, let's say, that I am going to start. Sorry, I need to put all my little pencils in my lunch bag so they stop rolling around. Yes. The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I have what is it? Lana Del Rey's Season of the Witch cover. Pulled up right now. We are going to listen to my little Southern Gothic playlist. I had some people DM me on Instagram because I posted about it on Instagram, my playlist. I don't make my playlist public. Like, that's me time. So I don't have a linky link for you guys. But if you're trying to find playlists, like I said with the other one, literally just look up whatever vibe you're looking for on Spotify, and I promise you, someone has thought of it and made an entire, like, 8-hour playlist for it. It's fantastic. I love Spotify. But aside from that, I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna chug-a-lug my little coffee. Actually, I'm probably gonna try to drink that slower, because I feel like a racehorse right now. Like, woo, let's go. This coffee is strong, y'all. I forgot how good it is to have fresh beans, and it makes me a little sad, but I think maybe it's just not a good idea for me to buy beans online, or I have to buy them in really small doses, because I bought a 5-pound bag of those beans. And okay, so I have a question to my espresso girls. Can you just get a bad bag of beans? Can that be a thing? Because that big old 5-pound bag, which technically buying the coffee bag donates to, like, all the cats that they help save and get surgeries for, I literally don't mind, because it's then in my mind like just a donation. But can you get a bad batch of beans that, because okay, if you make espresso, the difference between, like, fresh ones, like a month even of being roasted, versus not fresh ones, like, I feel like there's a stark difference. I'm noticing it in the crema, but it's also in the smoothness of the shot and everything. Like, it's a pretty big difference to me, and it's way easier to work with the new beans than it is old ones. So I guess I'm just wondering if that's even a thing. And then, what do I do? Because I feel bad getting rid of the beans entirely, because it's like half of a bag left. It's like 2 pounds of beans. Should I just use it for pour-overs? Should I just realize, like, oh man, you messed up. Next time we won't mess up. I feel like that's kind of the way. I don't know. Every time I look on espresso machine Reddit, they're like, it's an expensive hobby. You're just gonna have to lose money. I hate that. I take my money very seriously. Literally holds up. Oh my god, my friend, I was listening to a voice memo she sent me today. If you're watching, hey girl. I cannot get it out of my head though now that my giant Kindle is a maxi pad Kindle. Like, that is freaking hilarious. I was pouring one of my shots and it just took me out, and I almost missed my cup pouring the shot because it made me giggle. So yeah, right now though, I have this is just my mini pad with no wings. It's like a spot pad, you know? And I have Dune pulled up on it. I saw one of the students reading Dune, and I was like, okay, brother. Alright. Okay. Am I gonna read it? Probably not. Not right now. But, hey, never say never. Where's Justin Bieber at, y'all? How's he doing anything? Probably not good. I'm gonna go. I'll see you later. Okay, hi. Welcome to a terrible angle. I am gonna put you here, and we're gonna see if we can make it work. Kind of. Okay, so I just got out of work, and I am in my car, clearly. I am actually gonna start a little how I read so much while working a 9 to 5. Well, it's really a 7 to 4, I guess, but who cares? 9 to 5 is catchier. The girls like that. Because I've seen that a lot, but then I've also got comments and questions about how I read so much, and honestly it's because I don't do anything else, but I thought like a cute little video would be nice, and it'll go up on Sunday, so it's already up if you want to watch it. But there's that's the update there, and then I have officially started A Tempest of Tea, and I am already really liking it. I'm on page 18, and that's not a lot, but I obviously am going to read more when I get home, so that is what I'm gonna go do. I'm actually gonna go start that other vlog real quick, and then we'll head home. Yeah, in that order. Can y'all see the tortoise? So this elephant Whoop, there's my big finger. That elephant is a solar powered one, so it lights up at night because she is like me. And she actually does enjoy a nightlight, but it can't be two in her house, which is obviously this contraption right next door. But she's sleeping on it. That's her, like, when she sticks her leg and her head out, it's because she's trying to get as much sun as she can. And she's literally basking, which is what it's called, with her elephant. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? What the heck? And look at her little leg kicked out. That means that she's comfortable, because you know they usually keep their little legs on their body close. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. My god, curse you, week before period. But it's so cute. I'm putting this in the weekly vlog and the productive vlog, because I think y'all need to see this twice over. It is adorbs. Super weird and random angle that maybe shouldn't be happening, but it is. I just did a bunch of little clips for the productive vlog, and then I got, like, honestly, I got this vlog edited too, what the heck. So now I am a quarter of the way through the Cozy audiobook, so I'm going to put that down for the night, and I'm going to switch over to reading Physically a Tempest of Tea. I do think that I'm going to film a read with me at the library or something like that for this book. Because on Patreon, I tried to do a reading vlog for each one, but technically it's supposed to be just like a bookish vlog, and I feel like I haven't done a read with me in a while, and I feel like that would be kind of nice to just have like an updated read with me with some classical music, some good vibes. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we'll talk about this in here. I am also making my little Canva presentation as I am reading. Hopefully it's got good vibes. If not, I will always bring the memes and the aesthetics. That's like my two goals. Are you itchy? Okay. Anyways, what is this bookmark in here? You know what I need to do? I need to go around my library and just pick up, like my actual, like, personal library, and just pick up all the books that I have. Oh my god, I've been looking for that bookmark. That I have started and not finished, and actually finish them. And that could literally be a vlog. No idea what I would title it. Could be incredibly boring, but it would be reading a bunch of books. And every time I do the reading vlogs, y'all always comment that you do enjoy them, which is nice. Thank you for that. I try to make, you know, these as interesting as possible too, but I know sometimes people just want a solid book vlog, and that's totally fine. I just sometimes don't know, because I don't like themed vlogs really, but also it kind of feels weird to film a reading vlog without it being themed, I guess. So I'm in a weird in between, but we're gonna close up shop for the night, go get food. Well, food's in the kitchen, but I'm gonna go get that and then read. And I'm watching some sprints that two of my favorite people, Jess from Jess Owens and Bree from Locked Booktition, did earlier today. Unfortunately, I missed it because I was at work, but soon that won't be the case and I'll be able to catch them live. But I'm gonna go watch them now and get some reading. Hello, happy Wednesday. I don't really know what happened today, but today drained me. I got Chipotle on the way home. I am not sorry about this. I have a friend visiting. I am sorry about that. So I'm about to do reading sprints, and I'm going to probably plan on just 2 45-minute sprints because, again, like, I am a sleeping woman sitting up is how I feel right now. But I did get to almost halfway-ish, if you squint. And then I also got to 40% through Grave Reservations, my little cozy mystery audiobook that I'm listening to. What are the words happening out of my face? But I want to go I want to go get my Chipotle. I'm gonna warm it up. I grabbed myself a little Coke as well. Hi, Ginger. Because it just sounded good. Oh, y'all, I have something to show you. So let's get to the haul corner. It's books. Technically, no, I wasn't supposed to buy these, but I did it anyways because I came up with a video idea I want to do. Ooh. So it involves Wild Love by Elsie Silver, her new book. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Funny Story by Emily Henry. I want to read just some new. Also, I saw the spines for both of these, but mainly for this one with the lemons on it. Listen, y'all, I have a very few select things that make me happy. One of them is my cat that's yelling at me. Come here, cat. The other thing is tortoises. Another thing is lemons. And the color green. Also, sorry the dishwasher's going. We just have to be one with it. Ma'am. Look at the bean. She said, meow, meow, meow. I love meow, meow, meow. She's like, what are you doing? How you feeling, boo-boo? Okay, so I'm gonna heat up my Chipotle, and I'm going to do these 2 sprints, try and get as far as I can into my book. My goal is to finish it by tomorrow. We're looking on par for that, because I try not to finish book club books too soon before the live show, so it's still fresh. But also, I don't want to finish it too close to the live show because I want to have enough time for it to like sit in my little noggin and have my feelings. So finishing it the day before is usually the best because I can have a nice sleep after finishing it, and then I can have a whole day to think about it before we do the live show. So we'll see. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I saw a lot of people compare it to Six of Crows and Peaky Blinders. I think Six of Crows, is just a heist novel with a ragtag group of people. So truly that's, Ocean's 11. But then also, the Peaky Blinders thing, I don't think anyone was comparing it to, Peaky Blinders plot-wise. I think they were comparing it to Peaky Blinders aesthetics, and it's fitting. The red right hand, boom, boom. I don't know how she knew what I was talking about. Sounded so good, didn't it, boo-boo? So anyways, that is my plan with these 2 books. It's how I justified the purchase. Also because my library, literally, I logged on and I said, just for the summer by Abby Jimenez. Funny Story by Emily Henry. And they just played a laugh track when I asked how long would it be till I could read them. So we ordered them. I don't know how to justify it, but I know how to write it off. So, there we go. There's the justification there. Let's eat. Bon appetit. Bon appetit? Ginger, that's a weird way to say it, girl. Megamind. The sprints have started. Now we read. Hi guys. I am sitting down to read in bed for the night. It is almost 8 o'clock, so I'm getting sleepy. But this book is so good. I think I have 140 pages left, which I could easily finish in 2 hours if I focus, so we're going to try and do that. But I am loving, by the way, I'm reading A Tempest of Tea. I am absolutely loving this. The only thing I think that would keep this from being a 5-star is I just really, and this is why it's hard for me not to, I'm definitely going to probably round it up to a 5-star on Goodreads. If it continues the way it is, I could see it, because it's kind of the same thing that happened with What the River Knows. It's not actually a critique. Really, it's more of like, I wish there was more of this thing. However, the thing that I wish there was more of was fleshing out of the world and world building, which I do think is kind of towing the line of a solid critique and a reason why a book wouldn't get as high of a rating, because the world building in a fantasy novel is very important. However, my brain is completely filling in everything, and then sometimes like the world will be built in a different way and I'm like, that's not what I pictured. What are we talking about here? Because it very much feels like a fantasy world, and we're talking about this empire colonizing different places, and that's one of our characters. She has been the, like, people harmed by that, and her family was taken from her that way. But then also one of the other people is, like, working for this empire, and so you get to see these, like, different views of it. And then it also has like a Victorian European feel to it too. It's a really like odd mix to explain, but I'm loving it. Like, I like it a lot. And it definitely, again, is with that Peaky Blinders aesthetic and vibe. But I'm still struggling to like figure out how I would explain this world to you. It's like that, but with magic, I guess, which I love. I love low fantasy. Like, just make it our world, throw in. I guess that's mid fantasy. I don't know. Aaron, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to understand. Now I understand the difference between high and epic when it's on like a scale. This was a whole conversation. Y'all, if you ever need to know anything at all, honestly, go subscribe to Ms. Booked and Busy, and also pledge to her Patreon, because she's gonna let you know a lot during those sprints, okay? And we had a whole discussion that I was seated taking notes about the differences between low, mid, high, and epic fantasy, and how it's all on like a spectrum. And when you think of it that way, first of all, it makes a lot more sense. Second of all, I'm trying to think. I think this one would be low but leaning into mid, because it's low world building but higher stakes than a cozy fantasy, which would be low. She's a scholar. She doesn't know what she's talking about, but she's trying. And that's what counts. So anyways, I'm going to keep reading. And I'll see you guys later. Probably at the end of this when I freak out. I think my friend said that I'm going to like lose it last 70 pages. So, we will see if that's the case. Because that was the case for What the River Knows. And now I've got her reading that next month. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. Hello guys, wow, this is like such a cute angle. Don't you agree? Yes, thank you. So I have some reading updates. Ow, I hit my ankle so hard at work, and it's not even like, it's a little swollen actually, not gonna lie, but I hit like right on my ankle bone, and it hurts, man. Anyways, let's talk about books. So I put down a book for now, and that is Grave Reservations. I got over 40% into it, so I'm going to keep it on my DNF shelf on Goodreads, because I do plan to do a video where I go back and attempt to give books a second chance off that shelf and see if maybe it was just the timing of when I read it, because usually that is the case for me. Like, another one is When the Moon Hatched. We'll see. But for this one, I just was not feeling it. It wasn't funny, and it wasn't, I don't know, it didn't have the usual things I really like in cozies, but it's about a psychic vacation planner person. This is something I would enjoy. Working on cold cases, this is something I would like, but I'm just not liking it right now. So I think it's just because I have my cozies that I like. This one's not doing that. And so I'm just like, I don't want to work for this. So then last night I finished another 5-star read. This week is great for 5-star reads, I'll tell you what. finished A Tempest of Tea. This is my Fairy Loot edition. Is it beautiful or is it beautiful? It is beautiful. So this one I gave 5 stars. I definitely think that if you enjoyed Six of Crows, if you enjoyed The Gilded Wolves, just any kind of heist with a team of, if you enjoyed Ocean's 11, Ocean's 8, all of those in between, I think you would like this because it is like all those things. It's a heist novel, and it is very, to me, character driven, but the world it's interesting because we have vampires, and it has the Peaky Blinders aesthetic, and it's got a Victorian vibe, but it's also got magic. So it's like, there's a lot of moving parts in it that make it very interesting and unique. And I do think that the only thing I'd say is I wish that there was a little bit more of descriptions of like where we are physically, and maybe a little bit more world building somehow. But also I can understand why there isn't, because I think the pacing of this is like really, really good. And if we had that, it may slow down the pacing. So I actually feel like there probably was more of that, but it got edited down. And I'm going to trust the author with that one because I do love her books. Now I want to go back and reread We Hunt the Flame so that I can read We Free the Stars, because We Hunt the Flame, the book girls talk about enemies to lovers, but I can tell they haven't read We Hunt the Flame because that is the book. So yeah, this was a really good time. I really enjoyed it. I think that you should definitely pick it up. Oh, I love all this fan art. They're my little ragtag team. I honestly don't get attached to characters this quickly, but this is 336 pages, and I am attached to all of them. Like, I actually, when we came up with the twists and the turns and the betrayals and the, wait, is it real? I actually cared about all of that. Like, usually I don't, and I'm just like, oh, that was good writing, but I actually was upset. So I think that is very good writing. So that is the update. A 5-star, a DNF. And now I have downloaded from my library book 6 in the Orphan X series. That is called Prodigal Son. I get so self-conscious about not being able to pronounce words, but why? We're all cool over here. We're not gonna make fun of people for that. So I downloaded that from my library. I started it very barely to see if I like the narrator. Y'all, I like this narrator. Sometimes when you have, like, I don't know, just certain books, I feel like the narrators just grind my gears. Again, with, like, YA books, I hate how they change the way that the narrator talks for that. I don't know if it's their choice or if they're being held to do that, but what was that? Whoa. But I don't like it. Oh, also I started The Familiar, and I am enjoying that so far. I'm like 30 pages in, and I can tell this is gonna be like a slow burn little moment of a book. Like, the whole book is slow burn is what I mean. So we'll see how I feel about that. The only thing that I'm a little like about is I really also want to read She's Not Sorry, which is due back on the 1st to the library. And this is so silly, but I just really want to take a picture of all the books that I read this month together. You know what I should do? If anyone's smart, leave a comment down below. Leave a comment down below if you know how I could take pictures of all of them and then meld them together to look like a stack of books at the end of the month. Because I love to have all the books that I read in a stack, and I think it would be nice to be able to see all of the books in the thumbnail so that if you're looking for a specific review, you know where it is. But I don't want to put the covers of every book in the thumbnail because I don't think that's cute. I like to do the ones that just match, or the ones that are like pretty popular that I know people are looking for reviews on. But yeah, I'm wondering if I just took a picture of it on like this chair that's beige, if I could just cut out the book itself and just kind of stack them in Procreate or something, that probably is what would be like the easiest thing to do. So we'll see about that. But aside from that, let's see if I do have She's Not Sorry on audio. So actually we may swap over to listening to that instead of Orphan X, and then we'll move to Orphan X next, because I also want to wait for that. I want to wait for that physical book to get in, because I do enjoy reading that physical book. So this month so far, I DNF'd Daughter of Mine, DNF'd Grave Reservations. Daughter of Mine I'm definitely going to pick back up. It's just not right now. Okay, so we're doing good on the library holds front. We're going to have a dinner now. We're having a Factor meal. I'm so excited to be trying Factor, y'all. I can't even. I have been wanting to so bad since Miss Christina Randall brought it up. So let us go. I need to look on my library to see about getting back in line for some books, and then we're good. The next Frida McFadden book I want to read came in, Never Lie. I can go pick it up tomorrow. So I might go do that. Obviously, you guys will come along, and it'll be a fun little time. But that's really all I have planned. Tomorrow we have the live show, so I have all day today to think about my Tempest of Tea thoughts, and then live show time, baby. But for now, we read. Good morning, my little love bugs. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I look like a mess because it's supposed to be rainy today, and I don't have it in me to not look the way that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, not worth it. I have this coffee. Oh my god. I'm trying to drink it down so I can like fit more ice, because I am definitely someone who likes at least 40% ice in my drink. I know, clutch the pearls. But I made one at home, and then the vanilla and the hazelnut are low, so I had to order another round of those two. But I decided to put down the familiar for now because I just wasn't really into it. And I am going to be continuing on with She's Not Sorry instead. I know I have the audiobook of this, but I'm already on chapter 7, page 72, and this is so easy to fly through. If you are new to thrillers and you want a domestic situation thriller, I highly recommend her other book, Local Woman Missing. It's so good. So far with this one, we have a woman who works as an ICU nurse, and she has a patient come in that has been deemed an attempt and jumped off of a bridge, and she's now in a coma, and the family has come, and she's starting to like see weird people around her, and so she is taking care of this patient, learning things about her. There's, meanwhile, within the city, I believe they live in Chicago or surrounding, and there's like a bunch of sprees from like almost a serial breaker-inner, what do we call that, robber, and she's worried that she's gonna be next. And the prologue of this is crazy, like the way it starts is crazy. So I was immediately sucked in, so that's what we're reading for now. And I have the live show tonight, so basically all I have to do today is survive, do the live show, I can read my book. And that's the plan. And I totally forgot. We will be going to the library as well to grab hopefully the next Orphan X book, but definitely to grab the next, what is her name? Frida McFadden book that I'm going to read. And we'll guess which plot twist she was inspired by while we read that one. Because that's kind of become the new game with that author. I am going to head to work now. So, let's go. Ooh, it's gonna rain, y'all. Look at that. You can't smell it, but trust me, I can smell it's gonna rain. Alright, we are under a tornado warning. However, I am under a migraine advisory. So we are gonna go get I'm just really throwing y'all around with this camera. Sorry. That's rude of me. We're gonna go get a soda, because I need one. And I want one. So we're gonna go get one, okay? Okay, we're gonna see if I can even use this clip. I'm trying to raise my voice, but the rain is so loud, and I don't really want to go inside right now because I am a big old ding-dong, and I brought my book with me, but I also brought my lunch with me, so I guess I'll eat it in the car while I see if this dies down in the next 10 minutes. But I am obsessed with my book, y'all. Just by the way, like, this is perfect reading weather, so I'm not mad about it. I just wish I was home, but it's okay. It's alright. I'm gonna read and eat and try to not melt in this rain. Alright, I'm free. We're gonna go grab a book from the library. And I might accidentally look at their new releases. I don't really know. I don't know what to tell you. Dinner is breakfast, so we have a iced vanilla coffee and this bread. I couldn't tell you what it is, but doesn't it look so good? Yes. Hello. So I have completed the nightly routine of a shower and skincare, so now I am catching up on some old reading sprints while I keep an eye on the sky out there and reading this book. I think that I'm going to try to finish this tonight. I'm this way in, so I think I'm like halfway in. But Mary Kubica's writing is so easy to read, and you just like float or fly through it. So let me turn my little light on because it's getting dark outside. Oh. But it's getting dark outside. So that's the plan for this crazy Friday night. And now the live show, we moved to tomorrow because of... This looks bright outside, but it's not. Hello. I've been reading for like 30-ish minutes or so. and I've gotten to page 178. Like, I really am flying through this. And I was thinking, I always wanted to be like the romance humans who love to just binge read a romance book. Like, that's their palate cleanser. That's the one that, like, when their brain, when everything that's happening in their life is too much, they go to, like, romance books, you know? And it's a very specific thing, like fantasy or sci-fi readers. Oh, my little thing is probably loud. I just realized that is still in the background. But I just feel like fantasy and sci-fi predominant readers know what I mean, if they also even venture into other genres. A lot of them will read something like romance, and that seems to be the general consensus, at least of the people that I follow, that when they just want like a popcorn good time, it's a romance. And they love to read about people falling in love. And listen, I love love too. I am definitely like a romantic at heart, but it does not pull me in like a thriller. So everyone who's like, oh my god, I love to fall into a romance, it just like soothes my brain. I feel that about thrillers. So I guess like murder soothes my brain. Is what I'm saying. Which is like crazy to say. Because it's not, true crime and stuff does not soothe my brain. Let me be clear. It does not. But these do. Like, just a good, solid thriller really does it for me. And I'm still in a thriller mood, so I've got my Kindle here, and it's got the Next Orphan X book on it. And I just bought it, because I was like, I like Lee, and I don't plan to buy a physical copy of it. I downloaded The Familiar by Lee Bardugo onto my Kindle, so that while I'm waiting for my hold to get in, if I feel like picking it up again, I can. My best friend just rated it freaking 5 stars, so I'm not like... I really think Lee Bardugo is in her element with adult fantasies. Because while I obviously have not read enough of it to give it 5 stars yet, I will say it definitely has the 5-star feeling. Depending on where the plot goes and how the characters are further in, I could see it being that. I'm not gonna lie, the very beginning is kind of starting out like a boring historical book, but because it's Lee, and I already like the main character, to be honest, I'm into it. I don't like the little governess. I don't know what her actual title would be. Is it Dawn and Donna? I don't like her. The woman of the house. But anyways, I already have my next thriller on deck. Like, I'm literally going to start this tonight. It's the plan. It's been foreseen. And I say that all about romance, but I actually made a switch and a change in a vlog coming up. And I'm now going to be reading this one, which has been on my TBR forever, it feels. And that one is probably going to be after some more romances. But I think I'm going to actually challenge myself to just read what I feel like reading, instead of feeling like I need to be feeling like reading something specific. And I'm really talking about how with my library holds, which a lot of y'all said you feel the same way, that your library holds, now, if you're now going to the library, or a lot of people, you know, who are cooler than me and realized how cool the library was before I did, have been going to the library, you'll still have the same experience of like really wanting to read those library books, and it almost takes over your reading because of all the other ones. And it's just like cuckoo bananas to me that I do this, because babe, the library books were there and they're gonna continue to be there, and then when you're ready to read them, you can go get them. And honestly, knowing me, they'll probably be right ready because everyone will have already read them who wanted to read them at the time. So with that being said, this one, and then there's a really big line for Never Lie by Miss Frida, and it's like barely 300 pages. So I think that one will be next, and then I really want to read Where Sleeping Girls Lie, and then I want to read The Gathering, because I'm in a vampire mood now because of A Tempest of Tea. A Tempest of Tea gave you just that little dabbling of vampires, but now I'm like, that or Empire of the Damned. but I don't know if I'm in a fantasy mood. Because truly my brain just cannot compute. And it wants to compute. Like, I want to escape to a fantasy land, but it's just not working. It's not working. So, those are kind of like the tentative coming ups that I think I might dive into. And then, yeah. Was that thunder? Anyways, this is really good. Like, I am just flip-flop flying through this thing. Let me see. This app that I use, it calculates, which, hey, you know what I could do? I read 40 pages in 11 minutes. Hold on. Checking in. Hello, are you home? Are you good? Why did I read it that fast? But, so you start the timer, and then you end the timer, and then you put in, like, the page that you started at and the page you ended at, and it calculates that. I know that I could literally just say, okay, I read for 70 minutes, and I read this many pages divided by 70 is, duh, but I don't want to. So I read for an hour and 10 minutes throughout the day today, and I read 44 seconds per page. That is crazy. That's very fast for me. But now apparently, I think that my timer must have been off. There's no way I was reading 16 seconds per page. But her writing is very, very readable. So perhaps so. Because the first session I did from pages 1 to 43 last night was 1 minute and 16 seconds per page. Then we got down to 44 seconds, and now we're down to 16. And honestly, that kind of is indicative of how addictive this writing is. Like, it is so easy to read, and I'm gonna tell you, that's why I keep coming back to Miss McFadden, because her writing is so easy to fly through, but I don't know that I necessarily feel like it's, like, very great writing. Like, I have never once, in the 2 that I've read, so, you know, maybe I will find one, but I have not stopped and been like, I love the syntax. I love the way that was constructed. I have not had that. In fact, I've had the opposite of like, girl, I feel like there were a multitude of ways you could have said that differently. We go on. But this one, very good thriller writing. If you are new to thrillers, I would probably recommend starting with her. I do know that this is a good starting point to a lot of people start there. Riley Sager is also the go-to that I always talk about, and I do recommend to start with his first publication. So Final Girl, then The Last Time I Lied, then Lock Every Door, Home Before Dark, his newest one. I forget what it's called. And then he has another one coming out this year. I would recommend going in that order because they just get better as he writes more. I mean, a lot of people don't agree with that, actually. Ooh, cheekbone. A lot of people don't agree with that. But a lot of people can be wrong. I'm wrong about many things, but not Riley Sager. Anyways, I got my little palace set up. I got my 2 books on my Kindle there. I've got my reading pillow here. It is sold out on Amazon again, so if it's not, I will link it, because I literally every single week, rightfully so, someone asks me where I got it, and literally I just typed in memory foam reading pillow from Amazon because I want it to be sturdy. I feel like a lot of reading pillows, like this is the first reading pillow I got, and I got this from Bed Bath and Beyond. It was in the Beyond section. I had to travel to Middle Earth for it, and I actually, what I do is like really fun and really fresh. I put it on my more sturdy reading pillow. I place this on it, then I place my book on that, and then and I'm telling you, this is the locked in, we're ready to finish this book tonight, brothers. Like, that's what's gonna happen tonight. So let's assume position. Book is in position, and we're locked and loaded, baby. We're about to finish this book. That was like an not true peace sign. I don't know. Didn't mean anything. My thumbs really wanted to come to play. That's a really weird way to say literally anything. So I'm gonna hang up now. Bye! See you when I finished it, or when I'm like... Because I will say, Miss Mary is really good at having so many plot lines going. but they're all very interesting and they're all intriguing, and so you're like, wait, and then it just smacks you across the face how they all connect. You're gonna feel like that meme of that guy with the board and the pictures and the red string, because you know they all connect, but it don't make a lick of sense how they connect, and then boom, they connect. And I love that she does twists where you're like, see, now, if I had just been paying a little bit more attention over here instead of over here, we would have been fine. However, Miss Girl has a little coworker that I'm like, but it seems too obvious, so. But there's a lot of those. What if they're like a secret bro club of attempted murderers? Okay. Wow. Founding father hair. The AirPod Pros really helped that out. My brain could not compute what I was trying to say. I'm on page 324. I'm about to read the epilogue. I know, she's an epilogue reader now. If you're new to the channel, just know I used to never read those. So there are many books that I've read in my time that I just decided when they ended. The author didn't, because you're not going to tell me what to do. So we're going to read the epilogue together, because I just feel like there's going to be one last twist. Because what does a thriller author need with the epilogue? We're not here for a happy ever after, okay? We're not. So I'm going to catch my reaction. Good or bad. That really wasn't like a I don't know how I feel about that. It wasn't like a definite ending, which I like and I dislike at the same time. But I never go to bed having finished a book and not starting another one. So yeah, you guessed it. We're going to start another one. I'm going to, well, actually, let me put on my app that I finished reading it. 3:28, babe. Did you finish the book? Yes, girl. So that session was 31 seconds average per page. I read 150 pages tonight. And yeah, I believe that I read it that fast because I was like, zooming. It was good. I don't think, like, initial thoughts, it's very much like a high 3 rounded up to a 4-star. It kept me so engaged, though. And y'all know, what is that face? I read to be entertained, okay? Are you not entertained? And if the answer is no, I don't care. I DNF. I was very entertained. Like, this was exactly the kind of thriller I needed right now. Not Daughter of Mine, where, like, I'm having to, like, think thoughts and connect to the character's feelings. I don't care. Girl, run around the city trying to solve crimes and become in the middle of all of it. That's what I want. Like every other thriller out there. Come on, girl. And Miss Mary did that. So I would definitely recommend this. I think it is very fun. It's odd because it's set in Chicago, but it still was giving like chaotic domestic thriller vibes. But our cast of characters was mainly like within the hospital and then her family. But she still managed to make it like a domestic thriller, which I think was very interesting, and I liked it. I will say, if you have read this though, so I'm going to give it its rating mainly on I read for entertainment. Reading is my TV. I say it every time I explain my ratings. It is my TV, so as a show, this would have been phenomenal. I wouldn't even second guess the logistics of these things. And I was right about one of the twists, which was very nice. Not one that I mentioned to y'all, so don't even worry about it. But this honestly didn't make a whole lot of sense. And if you know the main twist that I'm talking about, comment what you thought about it, but like put a spoiler warning, please. Like just put spoiler in all caps and then hit enter, and it will like make it to where you have to open the comment to read it, because I really want to know if anyone else was like a little perplexed. Maybe towards the end of the vlog I'll put in like a spoiler section, or I am planning to film my wrap-up this weekend, so I could put in a spoiler section there and talk about it there. If it's not at the end of this, it'll be at the end of the wrap-up. Because I just feel like I went back to check on the facts, and technically it lines up, but I'm also like, I don't know if that was fair, Mary. I don't know. It just is like, But the rest of the twists were good, and then also the way it was written was good, and some of the other little red herrings that happen we got answers to, which I do enjoy when the author doesn't seemingly forget about the red herrings that they threw in and they actually explain it. That's nice. I do indeed enjoy when they do that. But I think I'm going to try out a chapter of Never Lie by Miss Frida, and then if I'm not feeling that, I will read just a little bit more of the Familiar on my iPad. But I have a feeling I'm still in a thriller mood. Every time I read a good thriller, I just want to read more. And even though I don't really consider Miss Frida's book my favorite, and I don't think that they would ever make it onto a favorites list, they would be on my most entertaining list, because I can gobble that book up in a day. I really can. I read this one in just under 24 hours. So, or maybe just over 24 hours is what I mean. I don't know. Either way. The app also tells you, it does like the calculations to see how long you spent reading a book. So let's see, like with A Tempest of Tea, it took me 6 hours even to read. With What the River Knows, it took me 6 hours and 25 minutes. So this one took me 3 hours and 35 minutes. And that's for a 330 page book. And I feel like that's, first of all, can't talk to me. Second of all, that just shows how easy to read this was. I wonder how long it took me to read The Reappearance of Rachel Price, actually. Also, why do I keep closing out this app? I freaking need it. Hello, Olivia. It took me 5 hours even to read The Reappearance of Rachel Price, which checks out, because honestly, her books, I just closed out the app again. Cool. Her books are pretty character-centric, slow starts, lots of red herrings, but when it picks up at the end, ooh, you're flying through those pages. So that one makes sense as well. It's just interesting to see how long it takes, because I like to compare my reading speed sometimes to that of like audiobooks, because, you know, a 13-hour audiobook, well, that's, why would I do an uneven number? That's ugly. A 14-hour audiobook, I listen at 2 times speed, be 7 hours, which is actually longer than how long I read with my eyes. And I do feel like there is a difference in my reading speed between audio and my eyes, but I would have thought that I read slower with my eyes than I do with the audiobook. So that's interesting to know. What am I going to do with this information, you ask? Nothing. Nothing at all. So I'm going to read the next book, and I will check in with you guys in the morning. Are you sleepy, Jakey? Look at his little rabbit ears. He's so cute. Look at that boy. He's eating grass like I tell him not to every day, because then he comes in and he's like, oh, my stomach hurts. My tum-tum hurts. I wonder why. Okay, but anyways. Let's get dressed. It is Saturday, and we are under a flash flood warning, so could get spicy today. It's exciting. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Okay, so I did start Never Lie by Miss Frida. I don't know what order her books are published in, but I like the writing in this one a little bit more, so that's exciting. I wouldn't say I know much about it yet, but I can tell you a little bit if you want to know. It's red on my face. Man, I slept hard. First of all, I do want to say, so there's a book talker I follow. She lives in Chicago. She owns like a coffee shop with her fiance. She's just about the coolest person I've ever seen in my life, and I just want to like emulate those vibes all the time. And so I bought shoes
because she bought shoes. But I don't know if I bought the same ones as her. I may have, I might not have, but these are the Steve Madden ones that I bought. And I showed them to you before, but I am absolutely obsessed with them. I really have this weird thing where I don't know why, because half the time they are indeed quite ugly, but I actually really like, I don't know if these would qualify though, but designer sneakers. I don't know why I like them, but I just do. I think I like them because they're like big and bulky, and it feels like you're walking on moon shoes or something. Y'all remember those? Like, it just feels like you're walking on air. Like, they're so comfortable for no reason. The only other ones I have are they Tory Burch? I think so. And it took me so long to be like, okay, yes, we're gonna buy these. We're gonna do it. Because, I mean, they are expensive, but these weren't. These, I think, were, like a quarter of the price, which is crazy town. I would probably, actually, the Tory Burch ones, they're really comfortable. So I say I probably wouldn't again, but if I was in the financial position, I think I would repurchase, because I really liked them. And I do wear them quite a bit, but anyways, those are the ones that I've put on for today. We're going a full beige and black outfit. I don't know why I have this zipped up to God, but you're just gonna stop me. I'm also wearing yoga shorts out, yoga biker shorts out, which you're probably like, why are you telling me this? Who cares? There was a time in my life where I like refused to wear shorts in public, so it is a big deal. I still get super uncomfortable, but for no good reason. I don't qualify as a good reason. So, look at her. She's already... Oh, she's so cute. I do think I'm going to do the live stream from in here. I'm just feeling like a really cozy reading day. Anyways, wearing shorts is a big deal. I don't really do that. I actually ordered a pair of Abercrombie high-waisted Curve Love shorts. They're great. I love them. I'm not confident enough to wear them out, because this is my problem, is like the back part of the shorts always like has a gap. Not at my waist, but like right where the shorts end, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not necessarily complaining about that. Maybe it's a good problem to have, but it's just kind of like, I can never find shorts that don't do that. So I guess those will just be, I don't like the way it looks. So those are going to be inside shorts until I'm confident and they become outside shorts. Because they're not even short. They're, I don't know. I feel like you either are super comfortable wearing shorts, or you like never look at them and you never wear them. I've never met anybody in between. Like, they just either do or they don't. And I want to work on not caring. Because one thing I've learned in my life, and I'm still trying to actually put into practice, is nobody cares about you as much as you care about them caring about you in theory. Like, they just don't. And that's not in the way of, like, people don't care about you. Like, family and friends care about you. But the random person out there is not thinking, like, couldn't be me putting on those shorts to go to Whole Foods. Someone should have stopped her. Like, nope. No one cares. Literally no one cares. And then if you just think about how little you care about what other people are doing, multiply that. Because I am a nosy witch. But I don't, like, actually care about those kind of things. And so I'm like, well then, if someone who cares too much about so many things, do not care about those things, then why would the average person give a hoot? Like, oh, that's right, they don't. But it's so ingrained in my body and soul that they do. And I don't know where I get that from. I really don't. Maybe that's just one of the, like, things that we're taught. I'm really not sure. But I just have it in me that people care. Well, I'm not gonna lie. There is that thing of, like, you know, you're gonna go out in public, do your hair, do your makeup, look cute. I don't, ponytail. I don't wear makeup anymore. This is me representing the family name. But the Freedom McFadden book, let's talk real quick. So, Never Lie is about a couple who just got married, and they go to this house to tour it, and they are being snowed in at the moment. Like, it's very clear that they're going to be snowed in. And every time I say snowed in, I'm just like, Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. These storms are blowing something in. And their realtor hasn't shown up, so they start snooping around. Absolutely what I would do. So don't even hate them for it. I also would have checked the forecast, though. So sorry to say the husband was right on that one. It literally pains me to admit. They're snooping around and they realize this place is the house where a famous therapist was murdered by her boyfriend some years ago. And when I read the back, it said that they were going to find some tapes and listen to them. I'm already excited because we have the prologue is the therapist's point of view, and then the first chapter is our main female character's point of view, and then the next chapter was the therapist before it all happened, and we're gonna get the videotapes. Like, I just think that this is gonna be so interesting, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to continue on. It's literally under 300 pages. Iconic. So we're gonna go get donuts and coffee, and then I'm gonna read until the live show. So let's go do that. You can totes come along. Good morning, rat. Look how tall your ears look. Girl. She's watching you. Look at this perfect boy. Oh, his little paws, Jake. You're so cute. Are you hunting the birds, Ginger Bee? Yeah. We put the bird feeder right here, and she keeps an eye on her prey. Y'all, I am filming some organizational things. Oh, no, Siri, don't interrupt me. And, dude, friggin' forgot to take my medicine this morning. So, threw off. I didn't forget. I kept remembering, and then I was like, well, I'll do it in a second. And then I did not. Record scratch. She did not take her medicine in a second. So, now it's thrown off my whole day because it always feels weird when I don't. Doesn't feel great, not gonna lie. Anyways, I'm gonna finish organizing this for the productive vlog. If you liked the coffee organization that I did, like when we cleaned out my entire cabinets under the coffee section of our kitchen, the coffee counter, and I walked through that in a vlog. If you really liked that, just chatting and organizing and cleaning and stuff, that is in the productive days vlog. If you like that kind of thing, you can go over there. It's already posted. But, let me finish that so that it actually is posted. Just woke up from my little nappy pappy. And, it's thundering. I'm gonna make a coffee. And I'm gonna go edit my little vlog that has to go up tomorrow so it can go up on Patreon. And then we will read some more. So let's go. Look at this sleepy boy. Look at sleepy boy Jake. Good morning. Are you ready to go outside? You are so cute. This has been our favorite coffee lately. This brand is so good. I don't know if I want to try cinnamon sugar cookie next time or if I want to try a different one. But we're almost out, so it seems like we use one of these a week, which honestly I'm impressed with because that's a lot of coffee being made at home. I'm very proud of us. And because this is a pick-me-up afternoon coffee, we have an extra treat period ginger that I add. Which one is this? Extra creamy, sweetened. This is by Bougie. Madagascar vanilla. I don't know what that means, but doesn't it sound real fancy like? I used to be afraid to add that because I was like, then it makes it unhealthy. It doesn't. So now I add it every time. Right? Yeah. She's a whipped cream girl too. Not really. But she says she is. She just misses hanging out with y'all. Honestly, this is the perfect editing fuel. Not the anxiety part. Actually feeling kind of vibey, but it's beautiful. Let us go. Do y'all see how gloomy it is outside? No. Trust me, bro. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Sunday. Different day. Same uniform because, yes. We are about to go to the grocery store, which is nice, which is fun, which is fresh. And I am excited. Hello! Good morning! Did you sleep good? What's up? Oh, bye. She's like, we're gonna go get my food now, so let's skedaddle. I am going to bring my book with me. We're gonna put that there and see if it stays. I'm bringing my book with me to read in the cafe. I'm on chapter 27, page 151. I am just 51% in, and it is a great time. I have to report. I'll be honest, unless there's like some crazy turn, this is like so easy to guess who this is about and what's happening. And one of the things about it doesn't add up. Like, so she's listening to the tapes, and the person that I think we're supposed to be, that's why I think like I'm trying so desperately not to spoil this, but it's like so blatantly clear. And I'm just like, there's got to be, when you're reading a thriller or any book that has like a plot twist coming up, and you're like, there has got to be more to this, which I also think I'd like to discuss rise I have seen in thrillers lately where they almost forget the journey that you're taking the reader on with the mystery and the solving it and the creeping and the spooky stuff, in an effort to just make everything a twist and a turn and a shocking reveal, which then in turn, because everything is shocking, that means nothing is shocking. And I've just noticed the same way that, like, in fantasy, well, let me not speak on fantasy because that's a whole. Honestly, it's not as serious as the people say. I feel. Everyone just, like, I don't, like, the argument in fantasy is that fantasy romance is, like, trying to replace fantasy. And I just think people don't know how to actually distinguish between genres, because just because a fantasy has a romance in it doth not make a fantasy romance. It just is another plotline. And it's always been there. It's the same thing as when a fantasy will have a mystery plotline. It's not all of a sudden a mystery thriller fantasy book. Like, that's just not how that works. And I've noticed that in thrillers as well, there is this, like, almost competition with the self to do not necessarily the best plot twists, but the most. And I'm just like, why? If they're not good, why? Because, like, in fantasy, the romance isn't usually very good, so I'm like, why? But anyways, let me feed Ginger really quick, and then we'll go get coffee. And we'll groceries, too. I guess we need those.
Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much
about to go do a, what's that thing called? Editing session. But I got this package in the mail from Entangled. So, we'll see what it is. Oh. What does it say? Contraband list. Orientation schedule. My daily affirmation. True power resides within. New beginnings are designed to take control of your inner strength. Slay. Slay. Oh, this is an academy. Calendar Academy. Interesting. Sweet Nightmare by Tracy Wolff. You know what? I really did enjoy Crave, not gonna lie. Oh my god, Calder Academy is where rogue paranormals go. Vamps, werewolves, witches, and dark fae. Hold up. Hold the phone, brother. This comes out May 7th. This kind of sounds good, and let's add this to the server, obviously. It comes out May 7th, but I've really been in the mood for just like a goofy little YA time. Honestly, this kind of sounds like that would be it. That's what Crave was, to be fair. The scariest school on earth is about to experience real fear. This might be what I need to get back from thriller into fantasy, to be honest with you. But speaking of, after I edit, I'm going to read some more of this. So, let us go. Onward. This is legitimately the cutest combo. Like, look at that. It's so adorable. Hello, you guys. Oh, I thought we could sit in my little book. Oh, yes. Okay. I thought we could sit in my little book corner to discuss what I've just done and finished and been doing this afternoon. My hair, I did put it up in a clip because I blew dry it, and I used, if you watched the other vlog that went up Sunday, I used this volumizing spray, and honestly, she kind of has volume. I'm hoping that the texture of it goes away overnight, but I think it actually looks good. And then I'll either, I don't know if I want to straighten it or if I want to curl it. My hair's grown quite a bit, but I kind of want to keep it a little longer because I haven't straightened it in forever, and I kind of miss doing that and cleaning out under my bathroom sink, which was in the other vlog too. Not to like plug it or anything, but I found my straightener. So that's fun, that's fresh. But I need to rearrange my little shelf because I have finished another book. I was gonna say I didn't anticipate finishing this month, but that's not really true. I literally did. I picked it because I thought I'd be able to finish it. And that is Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I ended up giving this a 2.5. It's perfectly fine. If you're new to thrillers, it's probably fun. I think the problem with Miss Frida is she gets a little too twisty in the sense of, first of all, I think her books would deeply benefit from not being in first person. For the twist she wants to pull off to truly hit and make sense, mainly to just make sense, first person needs to be cut out of the equation. But with this one, she does too many twists. You know when a thriller does one twist or two twists and you're like, okay, good. That third twist is like, okay, not only are we getting like overkill now, but this is just not really good. What are we doing? That's where we landed, and that's not fun. So, there is that. This is my final book. I spent the afternoon filming some of my stuff for the monthly reset vlog. I'm including a lot more of my actual planner in there. So hopefully some of y'all that are interested, what that will, does it sate you? It's not sedate you. That's what I wanted to say. Hopefully it's interesting and it doesn't sedate you. But that's what I'll be doing in there. And now I think, what day is it? It's the 28th. So I have the 29th and the 30th. I have 2 days to read something. And I'm kind of in a fanro mood. And my friend, Ms. Erin, has an agenda to push. And it is that of Spark of the Everflame. And that's a fair agenda because two people that I trust the absolute most with recommendations ever are Erin and Brittany. We all know this. I bought this book, it's because of one of them. I don't know which one came first. But honestly, one of them came first, the other one came second, and that solidified it. And Erin was the one that helped me figure out how I could get around my own book buying ban, which I've now broken, so. But at the time, it was very helpful. I'm thinking about picking that up. And I have a physical copy, which is exciting. So we may do that. I'm kind of in the mood, because here, I'll tell you why. I was not at all in a fantasy romance mood. But then, I started watching my book Aussie Girls. And if y'all don't know, that is Miss Rachel, Miss Sophie, Miss Georgia. And they did like a little retreat thing. And I'll link it. And it was so cute. They each did it from like for their own channel. So it's like a different POV of each of them. And you got to see all the books that they each read. And it was just fantastic. And I loved it. And it made me really want to read. Here's the other thing though. Okay, I'm actually gonna struggle for a second. Because now I want to read this too though. Because they said it was creepy. And I enjoy that. So we might try a chapter of this one. And then Spark of the Everflame. And it'll probably come down to which one can I finish first. Like at the end of the month. Like which one could I finish for this month. But then also, this one's a library book. So I may need to check when it has to go back. But I'm now binge watching Miss Rachel Catherine. Because there are these people that you will find on the bookish internet. That just make you want to read. And she's one of them. I'm very weird with my YouTube watching. I keep up with people's like lifestyle videos. I watch them religiously. Well, because I only watch like 3 people religiously. The rest of the people I store up and then I binge them. Yes, I do. But with hers, I'm up to date on what's happening in life, okay? Make no mistake. But I saved the book ones for when I need to get into a book mood. And it worked yet again, ladies and gentlemen. It worked yet again. So I guess I'll go try a chapter and see. It is about 6:20. So I'm probably going to call this vlog TOD. 6:21 p.m. Leave? What can we leave? What kind of emoji can we leave? I don't know. I mean, this is what Ginger does when I'm filming and she wants me to be doing something else for her. She just sits there. So, honestly, in honor of our tiny queen. And when I was editing the vlog footage, so much of the intro is just her. Which, honestly, as it should be, right? So, leave that down below. A cat emoji of any kind. Or, honestly, also just an array of emojis that Ginger makes you think of. Or you think of when you see Ginger. Or you think of Ginger when you see them. You think with all the reading I do, I'd be able to, like, form coherent sentences. But I can't. Go drink your water, dude. I don't know what you're doing. Drink it. Hydrate yourself. Get it together. Be kind. Maybe I should be nicer. Please go drink your water. And be kind. And you know what? Oh, what is that? Oh, that sounds like tomorrow's a good day to have a good day. Oh, it does. So go have a good day on purpose. And I will see you here on Sunday with the monthly reset vlog. Bye.
Hear the birds clouds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.